Hi. It me, I'm here. Okay. um just a fair warning, my throat it's not great. But I'm going to power through. Um yeah, so we're going to be playing we're going to be playing some uh Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Apparently I've already got 4 notifications of dropped frames. Uh, nice. Thank you, thank you. Um, God dang it, Seth. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. 300 bits. I'm sorry. Thank you for the 300 bits. Thank you. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so let me just scoop myself down. I'm going over to this side because um, you know, game and whatnot. Oh, you mother poop fart. Gah. Hold on. It decided to put the game on the wrong monitor and it crashed. Okay. Fuck it. Come on now. Piece of poo. So how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Hydrate. Okay. I did it. I hydrated. You happy now? Welcome home. That's good. I'm glad you're better now. So yeah, I fixed the bug, but I had to make, I have to make a new character. I had to make a new character. Um, so what I can do is either I can work with the new character that I made, or son of a bitch. It's not. So I can't alt tab out of the game, or else it switches monitors. Uh, but if I have it in anything other than exclusive full screen, then it decides that um, it decides that it's going to be in my monitor's resolution, which is too big for the screen. Well, too wide for the screen anyway. Uh, it's like fucking like 2 million fucking 2 million by like 4 trillion feels like anyway. Okay, so would you guys like to for me to make a new character, or would you like me to play this new character that you guys don't know about, and it'll be a surprise? I can make a new character. I can make a new Iris character, but I feel like it's not exactly like the most original character. Just playing myself. That's not very fun. So what do you guys think? Surprise character? So, surprise character as well. Alright, so, let me just scooch this over to the side here so I can keep track of the comments and stuff while I'm doing this. Okay, so the surprise character is loading. Yes, this is going to be totally original character. Please don't steal. Also, hi Silver. It's great to see you. You'll know if I'm reading the chat if my head's turned like that. If I'm looking way off to the side. Okay, this is my character. I should find the artist for the picture here. Hold on. Let's see if I can find the artist somewhere over the rainbow. Is that the artist? Oh, okay. So the artist for the picture is uh, Skia Mono 240. And you can find them on either DeviantArt, ArtStation, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Pixiv, and also Twitch. They're a streamer as well. Neat. So the artwork is of Marika from Elden Ring. However, I am using it to play as a female Lucifer. I am an angel-blooded sorcerer, Aasimar, lawful evil. I got deceitful, which gives me a +2 on all persuasion and trickery rolls. I've got the ability Light Halo, so I can make myself have a halo. Celestial Resistance, 5 acid, 5 cold, 5 electricity, and I get Searing Light and the Heritage abilities I just read there. And then I got Heavenly Fire. Does that do... It does divine damage, doesn't it? Well, either way. So because I'm a sorcerer, I specialize in charisma. I thought that was perfect because, Satan's kind of like, a liar. The deceiver, right? So, yeah. So, I'm going for like that, like angelic kind of thing, and also Booba. I went with atheism because they don't really. She wouldn't really believe in any like God specifically, because she is the one to be worshipped, right? Oh, there's my skills. So I've got a +12 in persuasion at level 1. Yeah. I'm a bit of a charismatic character. I got high wisdom, high intelligence. Everything else is kind of average or lower. I took the background leader, which gave me proficiency in long swords, rapiers, and great swords. So that's why I'm wielding a long sword. This is what I look like in the game. Look good? You all satisfied? Look, 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 look. I'm gonna get a rapier, and it'll be I'll finesse it, okay? But right now, that's what I got. I'm working with what I got. Um, okay, so I just picked up uh, Terendalev's scale. It has one charge, caster level 9. I can restore life to a deceased party member. A raised creature has a number of hit points equal to its current hit dice. Raised Dead also removes Death's Door condition. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The subject of the spell gains 2 permanent negative levels when it is raised, just as if it had been hit with an energy draining creature. Though it cannot gain a number of negative levels equal or greater than its total hit dice this way. Cool. Oh, I just realized that the game is muted.
Who's there?
The fine apparel of this young half-elf woman is torn and stained with blood, dust, and dirt. However, she holds herself with such dignity that you would have been forgiven for thinking that you were in a high society party, and not in the dank catacombs of the city. Her fingers grip her rapier hilt with confidence, ready to draw at a moment's notice. At her feet lies a dead body, so mutilated that at first glance it's hard to tell if it's an animal or human.
Relax, friend. We're not demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking for a way back to the surface.
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendalev, I can't wrap my head around it.
By the way, I'll repeat, my throat does hurt still, so if I take a lozenge, a cough drop, just please understand my pain. Not many could withstand a strike from a demon lord, not even Terendalev. Tell me more about yourself. What happened to this poor man? Who is he? Do you want to join us? We need to keep moving. I'll be a bit of a know-it-all, because I think that'd be what that's what the character would be like. Just like, yeah, not many would be able to withstand a strike like that, But with the kind of undertone, I could.
I can't argue with that. We're fortunate to be alive, albeit underground.
Daskari himself has come to Canabras. There's no mistaking that ugly mug. Terendalev tried to fight him, but what could she do against a near deity? Even the Wardstone was no help. Our city used to be protected by powerful forces, but now...
We've seen how powerless they truly are. Henceforth, we shall have no one but ourselves to rely on, I suppose.
It bugs me a little bit that they don't give you a lot of time to read what they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to be doing. Because she spoke, and then I went to read what was gonna go, the little description thing before she started speaking again. But they don't give you enough time before she starts speaking again. They should have a narrator read that part if they're gonna have the voice acting there. tell me about yourself?
Who am I? Just an ordinary citizen who decided to take a stroll through the square on the day of the festival. But that's not what you wish to know, is it? You most likely wish to know whether I'll be a burden should you ask me to join your group. No need to worry about that. I can assure you that I am skilled with a rapier, and I also possess some knowledge of magic.
I don't care who the man is. Do you want to join us?
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
Alright, let's get moving.
That's right. It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a heartless brigand or nothing, but we kinda need all the supplies we can get right now.
A knife.
As it should be.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Oh, combat time. I'm not gonna... Do I have limited charges of this? Spell-like ability, so that might be prolonged rest. Equal to 3 plus my charisma modifier, which means I can use it 8 times. This is the first level spell, so I'm going to have Ray of Frost, I think. I didn't even get the chance. Oh, did I loot that dude? Oh yeah, I did. I picked up the knife. Ooh. Padded armor. That's nice. I'm guessing... Oh, she's a spirit hunter. She's a paladin. Of course she's a paladin. I mean, I could take her rapier, but I'm not better with it than her, so I'm just gonna stick with casting my cantrips. Oh, another scale. A little fucked up that our scales are all down here.
Let's try this way.
They will break against our resolve.
Fucking wreck that thing.
Enemy approaching!
If I seem like I know what I'm doing, it's because I played Kingmaker recently. I gave up on it because it's a very... like, the game kind of like sucks the joy out of itself.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
It, oh, I never turned my own volume back up. My main issues with it is just that it's like, there's moments where it feels like it's like it's not, the suspension of disbelief gets like destroyed when they have you like encounter like a character that your character's known, like that there's like this dryad, right, that like helps you. I'm gonna pause the game while I fucking talk about this. Actually, I should. No, I'm about to get into a conversation with that dude. So yeah, there's this dryad who like helps you at first, right? And at the end of that opening chapter, she's like, "Oh, now you can get your reward. You can come to this ruins alone with nobody to help you, and it's totally not a trap. And you can either go there and get betrayed by her and barely survive, in which case, why would you forget that she exists? Or you could not go there, and then it makes sense that you forget that she exists. Or you could not go there until, like, they don't cut that quest off until you're about to meet her again. So it's like, you could just have seen her betray you, and then you go to meet her again, and it's like, who are you? And it's like what? And then also, like, she's like throughout like the like 2 chapters prior, or maybe like just 1 chapter prior, she's like the primary antagonist. Like, you don't fight her, but like you see a vision of her, and you know that she's the reason why all this bad shit's happening, and then your character just forgets that she exists. Not to mention, like, I pointed out last stream that in Kingmaker they have voice actors with lines that seem to like not have been directed. Like, the one that like killed me, that made it so I didn't want to play anymore, was there's this barbarian tribe leader guy, and you fight him and you beat him down, and he's supposed to be like gasping for breath, like on death's door, right? Like, he's supposed to be like you know, like trying not like just to keep himself from from falling over, and the voice actor is just talking to you like it's just another day. Like, it wouldn't be out of place if he was saying what he said when you first meet him. Like, that casual was how he was talking. So it was like, what the fuck was the like direction there? Like, why'd they choose to do it like that, you know? Anyway.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
Oh. This guy looks really neat. I like how he's like got the half lizard man thing going on. You struggle to make out the man's features in the gloom. As soon as he steps into the circle of light, however, you realize that that you have never encountered a creature like this before. The stranger looks like the work of a vivisectionist who attempted to stitch together a lizard and a man. The man notices you and freezes. The curling horn protruding from his head casts a malevolent shadow on the cave wall. Whoa!
Did you find it? Who is that?
Whoa! These are cool characters. The woman looks just as strange as her companion, like a cross between a cat and a spider. When she catches sight of you, she immediately drops into a fighting stance. Her movements reveal a lethal grace of a wild predator.
The do-gooder's here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait, they might know what's going on up there.
Ooh, evil is to attack them, but I really don't. I want to keep them. I want to adopt these people. They're adorable. Especially the spider girl. Demons are laying waste to Canebras.
If things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
Who are you? Tieflings?
Tieflings are the descendants of people who sullied themselves by mating with demons. Our ancestors would never sink that low. We are the underground crusaders, the children of the Crusade's finest.
That doesn't answer the question.
Sadly, Underground Crusaders is a bit of a mouthful, so people usually just call us mongrels.
You just love repeating that, don't you, Lan? Mongrels. That's what the Uplanders call us. But we call ourselves Neathers.
Okay.
No matter what you call us, it's not gonna stop our horns, hooves, or tails from growing.
Never heard of Underground Crusaders before.
In Canabras, they're called mongrels. People say that they come up to the surface at night and eat anyone foolish enough to wander alone after midnight. To tell you the truth, I thought you guys were just a tale to tell kids at night.
That's human gratitude for you. Our forefathers suffered the consequences of demonic corruption, all to protect Mendev and Golarion. And for what? So we could become monsters used to frighten children.
Every mongrel has their own take on it. Our chief, for example, thinks of us as something like a reserve military force. He thinks we're standing by until the moment we're needed, and when we emerge on the surface and save the day, all the people will see how good we are, and they'll love us for it. Yeah, he leaves that last part out when he talks about it, of course, but it's easy enough to read between the lines.
Seems like they're being deceived then. Guaranteed that if they went to the surface, they'd be not praised.
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
How's the volume, by the way? I turned it down a bit because it looked like it was like peaking, but now it seems like it might be a little too low.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
Alright. Thank you for letting me know, Silver.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
Okay, where are you going?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the Underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Maze. Does it lead to the surface?
Yes. There are other ways up, but they are far from here. And after the earthquakes, there's a good chance they've collapsed. But the maze... There's a legend among our people that when the walls of the maze fall, that will be a signal for us, the Underground Crusaders, that the time has come to go up to the surface and fight the demons in the final confrontation. Until then, the people say the maze is shielding us from taking rash actions. I I'm the only one in our whole tribe to have been in the maze. And even I don't know if it's true. But the further I went in the maze, the fresher the air became. That means that it really must lead to the surface.
Must.
When the ceiling and walls started shaking, the young ones in our tribe lost their heads. They figured the maze was going to collapse, so it was time to go up to the surface. They grabbed whatever weapons were on hand and ran off toward the maze. They think the maze is no longer a danger to them. They've been listening to Wendwog too much.
Don't try to blame this on me. Yes, I told them that our people are capable of making our way through the maze. In the future. But I always told them to wait until I had made a map of all the maze's dangers. I warned them 100 times. But it was no use. My words just went in one ear and out the other.
Sword of Holy Flame. How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner. A long time ago. 50,000 gongs to be precise.
Yeah, it's taunting me, it really is. But like, I love them. I don't want to kill them. I'm taking a cop shot, by the way. Yeah, I don't want to kill them. I want to have a little troop of abominations following me. That'd be awesome.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
Also appropriate. It'd be very appropriate.
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out.
Sword in the stone, you say?
Burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Sounds like we're in need of the true king of Britain.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
What? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Maybe the angel who's buried underneath of the rock that has his sword in it will find this. He just has to get up if he can. If he can get up, he doesn't have to find it. It's right there.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you. Ooh, or you can pay for it. Ooh, I doubt they have money. I doubt it. I'll click on that and they'll just be like, we don't have money. What the fuck do you want from us? Although, undying loyalty. That might be an option. I'll help you, but you'll have to pay for it.
Of course. How about we do this? You help us, and we don't leave you here to rot in these underground tunnels that only we know. I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, and we could throw in a dozen fresh rats to sweeten the deal. That's a tempting offer in these parts. Help us, and we'll help you. This is very important. Wendwog believes the maze leads to the outside. She knows what she's talking about.
True, break the stone. Oh, that reminds me. This is a complete tangent. Hold on a sec. I hope you guys don't mind me just going, doing something silly here. Okay. I'm gonna mute this. Bring up the window capture. Check this out. This is hilarious.
Brennan, a general contractor's quote for getting the sword out of the stone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's in there. See, the issue here is this, is that it's not just the granite, okay? Because you could get the true King of England here and you could pull this out and that would be fine. But you're talking about damage to the blade coming out of a granite stone. You're talking about any kind of rust damage that's already been here in the interim. This got placed here by a giant or wizard. Do we know how long ago?
I think it's been there as long as I can remember, maybe forever.
From prior tenant? Okay. This is gonna be a dragon's horde.
That's if I can get my guys, because there's no guarantee. Brennan, a general...
I thought you guys might enjoy that. Okay, got everything back up. Turn that off. Turn this back on. Back in it we are.
All right, underground folks, you got yourselves a deal. But if you find the sword first, don't forget we helped you. Our agreement still stands.
Oh, they don't join the party?
Found anything?
Okay, I guess we're looking for something.
What a find. Now what is that?
I found
What do we have here?
something. What's that there?
Ooh. What? I found the sword. What? No worries, no worries. If you need to, you can watch the archive if you really gotta. Oh, hold on, I gotta fix window capture here. There we go. Okay, day 15, month Ardus, year 4715. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Lucifera feels drops of searing blood run over her chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and seeps scarlet. But there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. Why are you laughing? You laughing at the game changer thing? Better not be laughing at me. Where was I? A hazy scene appears. Scene appears. A cave chamber. This one or another entirely. Lucifera's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly bursts into her mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Oh, you're laughing at how easy it was to find the sword. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends. For the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I am about to die from their treacherous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lays on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid for it dearly. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Lucifera intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try. Well, dang, you found your angel sword, now you just have to keep that for yourself, right? Right? So I can either heal her or call out to the traitors. Oh, big delays. I see. So I could either heal the girl or call out furiously to the traitors. Traitors! Call out to the traitors! The voice, trembling with pain and rage, carries to the farthest reaches of the cave, to the cave ceiling, and this strange vision. Why? Why did you betray me and your comrades? Why did the servants of the abyss what did the servants of the abyss tempt you with? Blurred shapes, the faces of several mortals, bleed into existence. One of them, a young half-elf, and her hair twisted into a knot, responds to the accusations. You and your goddess have given us nothing, Lariel. Nothing. But the Lord Descari will give us everything. And there is no power in this world that will stop his advance. The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river. The images flash by one another. A priestess in colorful robes observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. Majestic, golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you are willing, and only if you are ready. There is no going back. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths, a vague shadow, an outline. A nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy. The wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Lucifer's head, Lucifer's head pounds with pain, and it is no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the unlucky enough to receive it. Should have told my traders out there. I could do a will save. I got a +7. I just gotta beat a 10, so I gotta beat a 3. I gotta roll a 3 or above. Or I could do a Knowledge Arcana. So, Lucifer was summoned to fight off the vision, but Lucifer knows how to resist malign influence such as this, no matter its origin, or Lucifer can do nothing to fight off the illusion. I'd be better off with my will, so I'll roll will. And I failed. I rolled below a 3. Great. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Lucifer can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags her to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing her skull and slowly creeping along her spine. The one who sent the vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. The monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange illusion or memory. But the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off. Intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout. becoming young, then old and wavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called L'Ariel. He recognizes who stands before him and knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash. The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on L'Ariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks, his vitality ebbing, and his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword with his last burst of strength, lunges it into the rock. Lucifera senses that the vision is fading, and the rush of thoughts diminishing, like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is this: "You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors, save and protect the innocent." Punish evildoers and traitors. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Lucifera does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought, taking it into heart. The words fly from her lips, with them, something else. The heat blazing in Lucifera's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Lucifera sees the flaming sword in her hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and light is drawn into her hand. Lucifera senses that it will return. All she need do is call it.
Hey, are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
Oh, I just became the true king of Britain. It's no big deal. She kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomade.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
You saw it too? The traitors, the dying girl?
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sull. You can show everyone the light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze, and we'll get back our kin.
And what if she can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will just say we're crazy and turn its back on us.
Did it pick my path for me? What the fuck? Hold on. I need to Google this. Cause I thought I got to pick my path. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Paths. So for the angel path, Okay, I think... Oh, also, I need to fix this. I think I'm okay as long as I don't press it, because if I press it, I think that makes that my path. I think I saw the memories of L'Oreal, the angel who died here.
L'Oreal? That really was L'Oreal? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs, and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Well, I am special. You're assuming a lot.
Now, Wendoag, don't be a sore loser. She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
I have to reveal that I have the...
That is just... Wow, I mean, that's amazing! Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going with you or not.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
I don't understand.
Oh, what is that?
It's... I thought it was supposed to give me a choice, but it didn't give me a choice. I'm gonna explore a little bit, see what's over here. It looks like this might just be a dead end. But I gotta make sure. My completionist mindset can't wait to see. Rolling dice. Okay, I don't need to really see this.
Yet another obstacle.
Yeah, it's not a dead end. Oh. Hold on, okay. It was a dead end, but it led to something. It wasn't one of those worthless dead ends. I'm just gonna shift this here a little bit. So it can still capture me as I lean.
I hope you appreciate this.
Search of an unknown knight. The technique is crude, but the figure was clearly crafted with genuine feeling. Judging by the style of armor, the knight is from the First Crusade. It doesn't really seem like there's a choice in what path you have.
Mongrel did it.
Unless you get to formally choose your path
We
later.
are the light. They are the darkness.
But it seems like you have to choose Angel. In fact, that wasn't even a choice. That was the distinct lack of choice.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Let me see if this might help with my drop frames. Let me check to see what my speed is. Oh yeah, internet's not doing good right now. That explains a little bit.
Save the last one for me. This will hurt.
Oh, I forgot that I grabbed the bracers of armor there. They actually don't help her. Yeah. I see that they don't stack. Maybe I'll... No, I already have some. Oh, these are lucky. Thanks for the 100 bits. And I will hydrate. Sorry if I sounded a little, like, annoyed there. That wasn't the intent. Okay, so he can wear them. Is she gonna read her lines, or can I read them? Wendeley glances at Lon, who is fixing his slipped bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath her hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but you and I are the only two people here who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Soul. Lon is sure that the light should be shown to the mongrels. Lon, Windeleg grimaces, and a guttural, husky snarl unfurls in her throat. He wants to play the hero. His first idea, if you remember, was to grab the sword and run headlong into the maze. Does that sound like a plan to you? To me, it sounds like suicide. The worst part is that the tribe might actually take his words to heart and follow where he leads. I thought you considered mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness. But we are strong and can do many things. That's why we were chased down here. We scared people. But it's one thing to go hunting in the caves, another to fight in the shield maze. Wendeleg leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us checkers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge. It's cunning and full of traps. It's dark. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and soft singing in the distance. that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. Windwag looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again, and it will happen again. If a crowd of ill-prepared fighters bursts into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want us to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. The chief soul is hesitant for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to find them. Or whatever is left of them, without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking only my life. Windwag slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Windwag nods. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. Ooh, a bit of a moral quandary there. I can't rest here. That's what the last game was missing, Kingmaker. The Kingmaker had very binary choices. They weren't like very like moral, like they weren't very moral questions they were making you ask. It was like, you know, can I rest here? I cannot. It was very binary, just like, so you can either do the right thing or you can not do the right thing. I was like, okay. I'm playing an evil character, so I will do the bad thing. Your first impression of the mongrel village is a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fish nets. All the signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way towards you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands. His face has a distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth. And you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, end times are upon us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. He points at you. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside her. Gather the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can go save them. Soul raises his hand with rugged, broken fingernails. All on, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty. I see what he's trying to say. Too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Soul eyes you up and down. An uplander with a light of heaven. That's too good. that's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Winterleg stares at you intently, like a cat watching a bird, and shakes her head in warning. Is there someone else from the surface here? Soul points out to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Soul laughs but quickly returns to business. No good. Too many uplanders. It's not good. It's not right. What are you up here? What are you up here? Up to here. Oh, I missed a word. You're not one of us. You're not our kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you. Not you to us. I'm just gonna show the light. Nah. Deceitful. But I could gain an army of demons, basically. Part demons, essentially. But I could lose the coolest one. Fuck. Show the light. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like the sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Soul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. Oh, it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead, he came to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time you would support him. Windweg hisses at you like an angry cat. See these fishermen, these hunters, these husks of men and women? Their blood will be on your hands. I'm not responsible for those decisions. Windweg snarls in fury, and why are they making these decisions? Because of you. You sealed their fate. You're a murderer. You always think the worst, Wendu. We're not on our own anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least. But one good fighter is worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan. But we're neithers. We're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all the tribes. It will take time, yes. But they will all come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan. Wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. All right, Chief. Understood. Let's hope a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for these kids. if you ask me what took us, if they ask me what took us so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Kids' lives are on the line. Kids' lives are on the line, and they're saying we should wait. I don't know. That seems a bit weird. Windweg only grits her teeth in silence. Little adjustment. Or advancement. I already know how to do that. Alright. So I could build towards something. A Hell Knight might be cool. What's the difference between... Oh, Hell Knight Signifer is a spellcaster. So I could build towards that. That could be cool. Either the Hell Knight or the Hell Knight Signifer. I might have to call the stream early because it's dropping frames like absolute crazy. Like I'm not even sure how I'm coming through anymore. I'm gonna take a look. Creator dashboard. Yeah, I'm unstable as fuck right now. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, I had more unstable events in the last stream, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. If you guys think it's good, let me know. If not, I'll call it early. I need to find out what... I might have to look it up. My thing is that this chat is delaying bad for me. Alright. If that's all, then that's okay. We can deal with that. Okay, we'll go another in Sorcerer, I think. Obviously, Persuasion, Magic Device. Actually, let me look up Hell Knight. Because there's a decent chance that it might not be a good choice for me, because I don't know what their spellcasting uses. Coming through fine? Alright. It seems like they're charisma. They're charisma based. So that's perfect for me, actually. So what do I need? I need Arcana, World, Persuasion. I need Arcane Armor Training and Warrior Priest. able to cast arcane spells. Is that either? Oh, it is either or. Okay, so I'm good. Okay, so Arcana and World Persuasion. Arcana and World, Arcana and Persuasion was gonna boost anyway. So Armor Training and Warrior Priest is what I'm after for feats. So World, boost these. Earn. Yeah. Did it cost 2? No, it didn't. Okay. I don't know if I... Do they not have the thing that makes it so they just level up on their own? Oh, okay. So they do kind of have the thing that makes it so they level on their own. I can just... It just automatically chooses things and then... and I can change it as I see fit. I see. Because I honestly don't really care how they're built. Oh, she's a fighter. Not what I expected. Alright, that's good. I'm glad that everything is okay.
All according to plan.
Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do next. Finally, swimming from the surface, I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man with expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises, and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm. You no doubt have heard of me. If you spent any time at all in the city, I have a business proposition for you. Your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived to the city, then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived, and the city has been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Kenabris. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gwyrm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city. I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Hogris Gwyrm to thank for that. How'd you end up here? For a moment, Hogris' eyes focus on Camellia's before his gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went in that accursed beetle cleaved the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm undoubtedly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches in my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from the settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their, oh goodness, physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes. But they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Pah! Kind words are for people who with hours of to fritter away on pleasantries. Huggerus Worm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered, not with kind words, but with hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. What kind of business proposition do you offer? I don't know what's happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeking out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You are a spellcaster, I presume. A sorcerer? A wizard? I can't tell exactly, but it doesn't matter. Spells are always useful, especially in a situation like this. You are strong. It will be no trouble to you, but alas, I am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling about through caves playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Kenabris elite. I need to get a -1 to fail this roll. 2,000 gold. Hogwarts' gaze is piercing. Are you taking advantage of my dire circumstances? Very well. Make it 2,000 gold. Deal. Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village. We have to go. Go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find a way out, be sure to tell me. For 2,000 gold? I'll tell you.
I'll go ahead.
There's a worm right there. Dyra. Ooh, a vendor. Let's trade. I have no interest in what they have to say. Is that masterwork? Oh, it's cold iron. I'll keep that in case I need it. This one's the masterwork one. Spear. Actually, no, I'll sell that. Go quartz. Cooking ingredient. Nah. Light mace. Inflict. Edible moss. Masterwork greatsword. Alright. What do they have? Quiver of cold iron. I feel like that might be useful. I don't think cold iron's useful against demons. But I mean, it would be weird if there wasn't any Fae. Oh! Effectiveness against demons and Fae. Alright. Yeah, I'll pick those up. Necessary to clean and safely consume any food in the corrupted wasteland of the world wound. I mean, yeah, pick that up. Alright. The mongrels are cool. I kind of like the mongrels. Loot. Loot. Stealing your fish. My fish now. What exactly am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to actually rest in the hut. I'm gonna mute myself because I need to blow my nose. Hold on a sec. Alright, I'm good. What is this? Yeah, it's really weird that they want us to rest before going to find the kids. You'd think they'd want to find the kids, right? Because it's like any moment could be their last, right? So you'd think it'd be like, let's fucking go. You know, we can't wait. Children's lives are on the line. But it's like, no, 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 no. You've been through a lot. You should rest before you head out. Like, a matter of hours shouldn't be a big deal. What do you mean? Hours? They could be dead in one. They could be dead in minutes. We should be fucking sprinting there. The messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people are have already gone there. I've warned Anivia and the old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time. There's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lon looks around. Everything is going to plan, but one thing is bothering me. Windweg's gone. I mean, that's not evil, that's just mean. First thing I see when I wake up is your hideous face. Not the best start to the day. That's just mean. Like, there's a difference between evil and mean, you know? I'm gonna turn myself down. I'm peeking. Just gonna turn myself down a little bit. I'm evil. I'm not a fucking dick. Yeah, time waits for no one. All tribes, so a whole army is marching on the maze then? By mongrel standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do any damage with one. Why would I ask what happened? What do you think's happened to Windweg? I know what happened to Windweg. What about Anivia and Horgus? Are they going to leave? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anivia is in no state to fight, and Horgus, and the Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll up a red carpet all the way to the exit. Are you sure the maze is the only way to the surface? There's another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anyone else going against the ancestors' wishes. And what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We have to go. We can only go forward. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Before we do, thank you. I was so happy I forgot to thank you before, but you've done something no one else has done in a long time. You've given the mongrels hope. It's like we're starting to believe that we're worth something, now that we have the power of the angels on our side. Lon's face grows sullen. It won't change anything, of course, but at least you'll help us save the young ones, hopefully. Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Okay. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Anyone remember that? I don't need to be told how to do formations. Although it is a good idea to not do the base one. Let's do... So, yeah, I'll move back. She's the tank. She's kind of tanky, and he... What is he? He's a ranger. He's an archer, specifically. She's a spear hunter. Right, so he should be behind with me as well. There we go.
Yet another obstacle.
My character's initiative is fucking shit. I never get a fucking hit in. Watch mongrels. Oh, look at the tiny mongrel. The tribes are gathering. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? The other tribes haven't turned up yet. We're going to wait for them just a while longer. Knowing assault preparations will take the best part of a day. Let's go take a look in the maze ourselves, see what's what. Okay. Oh. I was expecting like a maze, but there's like a... There's like a...
Our victory is certain!
Oh, Baphomet. Interesting.
You've crossed the wrong line.
Let's focus on the wizard here.
Go.
Wow, I can't hit worth shit. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
As it should be.
I hope you appreciate this.
No worries, no worries.
That is not far.
Now what is that? You can trust me.
Wait. I probably should have read that. Is there like a... Because like in the other game, you just hover over it and
I'm all ears.
the option appears
Open your heart to me.
to disable it, but it's not letting me. Just gonna try to avoid it, I guess.
This
They
should
will
do
break
it.
against our resolve.
What do we have here?
Like,
I am helpful, am I not?
I don't see why my character is really bad at hitting people, though. Because I'm pretty sure
What's that?
they've got to succeed a save. Oh, fuck. They got to succeed a save based on my, or no, it's probably a ranged attack.
Can't hide from me.
Yeah, ranged touch attack. I'm a fucking dumbass. They're both ranged touch attacks, so my dexterity being 10 actually is really bad. Oh well.
I found.
The spirits demand your
Do not fear. Do not waver.
All the loot. At the very least, we'll be rich. What picks? Neat. I'm assuming those are like auto. Like it's an auto pick thing. How can I use any of this? No? I don't think any of these are better than what I got. I like how the long spear has like a golden tip.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Yeah, I really need to boost my dexterity. Lon stares at the dead mongrel with sorrow in his eyes. Havlon, his name was Havlon. Oh. Why would the Mongols attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? What's wrong with them? Look, their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird, or were having an off day. But I think something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like the shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How'd they get here? I have no idea. This is my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here same as we did? Lon shrugs awkwardly and looks away. Windweg comes here all the time. I'd ask her about it if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? Let's go. This place might be even more dangerous than we thought. And there I was hoping that we'd be the meanest things here. Lon's laughter sounds strained. Those mongrels and the cultists. Now I do not know what to expect. Now that I didn't expect. Okay. My brain was trying to like complete the sentence, even though the sentence was right there. I need to find out what's going on here. I mean, you could say we were a group, but you know, whatever. Not a big deal. Bloodstains still mar the ground. Around them are the comfortable benches and pillows. Someone clearly enjoyed watching others suffer. Interesting. Oh, I see.
All according to plan.
I am helpful, am I not?
Oh, there's my rapier. So, -3 or -3. So, it doesn't actually make a difference right now. But when I get, weapon finesse,
Together?
then it'll be okay. Because I'll be buffing up my dexterity at that point.
Interesting. I'll go ahead.
You won't
Save the
survive
last
me.
one for me.
feel like that's progressing.
What's that there?
I hope you appreciate this.
First aid kit, nice. Converts a system of aqueducts channeling water from the river into the city. It was seriously damaged in the earthquake.
As it should be.
Did we find trouble?
Guide my blade! You are today's sacrifice!
Oh, I got him.
Go for their heart!
This pain is
That guy was pretty cool.
excruciating.
Oh, she's about to die. Oh, that's neat. They're actually on her belt. That's a neat thing. Oh, and I got the scrolls? That's cool. I didn't even notice that. Ring of protection. Neat. Now, will she even benefit from a ring of protection? She will. Oh, that's neat. They give you a whole bunch more options. Cool. Show backpack off. I was gonna have the helmet off as well. I'm the main character. My face should always be seen.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Rely on me.
Did we step on their toes as well?
And a Posilla. Interesting. I'm assuming that's more cultists. Actually, those look like mongrels. Follow these simple rules, or you will die. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which one of you holds onto it. I can tear each of you can tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. Don't even think of setting foot in the ritual chamber ever. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. Do not, as a reminder for all you feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using a hidden lever. The torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. Do something about that damn water elemental already. Don't do whatever you want with it. Just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. Find a better hiding place for the paladin's sword from the surface. I'll deal with it later. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become hand of Hossela. Interesting. Ooh, and breastplate.
What a find.
What's she wearing? Banded mail? I think that's better than... Yeah, it's better. Less armor check penalty. But not better.
Endure
Do
this.
not fear! Do not waver!
Yeah, I missed.
See that?
God dang it. Yeah, I really need to get like stuff that boosts my dexterity, because holy fuck. I'm never gonna be able to hit anything at this rate.
I will
I am
help where I
helpful,
can.
am I not? No, what is that? I am helpful, am I not?
Ooh, scale mail. That looks neat. Oh, it's Crypt Raider's armor. That's cool. It is considered medium? Medium. So he doesn't wear that. She wears light armor. So she'd be the only one who could wear it. It'd drop her thing down, but she gets a +2 insight bonus against undead for her AC. Congratulations. That looks so fucking cool. With the bones. Is this better than what she's got? Nope, it's the same. But it looks cooler. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Does it look cooler? Then you take it. I'm all about fashion. I missed that. So now I know. There's like, didn't it say something about like one of the torches?
That is not far. Let's try. Heartbeat quickens. This will hurt. Am I at my limit?
Party is overloaded.
I hope you appreciate this.
Well, if you... Yeah, it's fucking cool as shit.
I found something.
Oh, there it is. I see.
What do we have here?
Oh! They made it so you have to actually find the trigger.
Am I not?
That's neat. I like that a bit better.
Yet another obstacle.
A calculated risk.
I am apparently engaging in melee combat, and I did better in melee. That shouldn't be a thing. Okay. Oh, so this one just led to like a... Okay, I thought this was where the boss was gonna be. It says party's overloaded. I'm just still taking everything that's not nailed down. I'm going to... Actually, no. He doesn't need to use the quiver yet. Actually, I wonder if I could leave. Actually, it doesn't say I can. I think I'm stuck here until I complete this part. I'm gonna check though if it'll let me. Oh. Then I actually have to like go through here first. I'm gonna see if I can sell this shit before I fight the boss. Just because we're overloaded and I don't want to like get to a point where it's like, you're overburdened, you can't even move now. Oh, no, it won't let me. Alright. Then I guess we're gonna do that. If I need to drop shit, I'll drop shit. Ugh. Oh, I see. This is like the altar. I see what I see what they're trying to say with the thingy.
Make every strike count. No, they did.
Oh, there's that key I needed.
All according to plan.
Did we step on their toes as well?
The world in crimson! I am helpful. Am I not?
Alleged aggressive creature was kept in this cage, judging by the vampires that creature is now loose. I'm assuming that's what we just fought. I'm gonna have another,
I'll go ahead. Interesting.
another cough drop.
I'll watch your back. I hope you
So I don't cough as much. Throat's getting a little hoarse. Alright, I should probably save before we enter.
We are the light.
Ooh, Cambion. That's neat.
Darkness.
Let's both. Oh, they're both Cambions. Interesting. Now he should be using the arrows.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Kick their asses.
What's that there?
I am helpful, am I not?
Ooh, half plate. I mean, I gotta, for her. I'm gonna keep this, obviously. Because it's the coolest thing ever. Wish I gotta drop something. What does Overload do? No penalty. If you want to move around the world without sweet penalties and fatigue, get rid of the excess weight. Okay, let's sort this all by weight in descending order. Now let's drop all those. Very helpful. There we go.
You won't survive me. Yet another obstacle.
Oh, I should be using acid.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
No reason to pause. Thanks, but no thanks.
As it should be.
Okay. Now I'm gonna save because I bet now I'm gonna be fighting the boss.
Now what is
Or
that?
not.
I
Huh.
am helpful, am I not?
I mean, this kind of looks like a boss room, right?
I'll cut you off. Let me draw the first blood.
You know what? I should save those. I got the feeling that the boss is gonna be a demon.
Let's try this way.
Aw, he stopped. He was shaking his head.
That's not far.
He was like, no, you killed me. Puzzle? Puzzle? Oh, fuck. Is there any clues? Or is it just, am I just gonna have to fucking smash them?
In due time.
Unless I'm gonna just have to smash them. No. No. Nope. Nope. Google it. I mean, I feel like I did go through this entire dungeon, so I don't know why I don't know why I don't know this. Like, I don't think it was in the instructions that we got. Yeah, the one that they mentioned in the instructions was the water elemental. We fought an earth elemental. But they mentioned the hidden lever. So I don't know. Oh, whoa. Okay, never mind. I was like, whoa, that actually like gave him a necklace, and I took it off of him, and I was like, oh, he was already wearing a necklace. Because I was like, you know, right there. Thought that was a necklace.
All according to plan.
What if I just go... Like, there's only like so many combinations there could be. Review my journal. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to cheat. Maybe I missed something. Oh, that's my leaving. Anyway, I don't... Like, that's the only thing I missed. It'd be really weird if, like, the one thing I missed is the one thing I needed. Oh, there's one thing over here as well. Yeah, that wasn't it. There was like something over here. Yeah, that wasn't anything. Maybe I will Google it. So I probably would never have gotten it by guessing, because it It calls for repetition. And I assumed repetition wasn't allowed.
I hope you appreciate this.
Sheila peers closely at the sword, which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... No, it can't be. Her eyes light up. I know that hilt. Radiance, the sword of the great Yaniel. That's what this is. But it's meant to be in the Tower of Estrad, with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Well, of course, this rusted piece of metal must be the very same sword. Camellia rolls her eyes. I think you merely wish that this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen the sword 100 times in paintings in the hands of Yeniel, of the Yeniel statue. I've even thought of going to the Estrad Museum to see the real thing in person. How to get here. Isn't Yaniel the, wasn't that the angel? I was surprised this artifact, I was surprised this relic ended up down here. Yaniel disappeared, but by the same miracle, Radiance was discovered from the battle. No one else has ever wielded it. It is Yaniel's blade, and always will be. That's why it was put in the Tower of Estrad with the other Crusade relics. But now it turns out that somebody stole it. Sheila sighs. I have this weird feeling, but like I'm rescuing a fellow warrior from a dungeon. I can't just abandon it, even if it is of no use to us. It's no use to anyone down here. But what if it could be repaired? Who is Yaniel? No, you've never heard of Yaniel? She's the most famous. She's famous all over Galorian. She's a great woman. She was born in Mendev, and when the Crusade started, she couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the Crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first into battle and never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looks capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly. But then something happened between her and her comrades, or her commanders. Maybe they envied her. Maybe there was more to it than that. I don't know. But anyway, she went into the world wound without her fellow soldiers. She didn't just survive the mission. She brought back crusaders. She brought back crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden, and to the very end. And where she perished, Sheila frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope she died quickly, a hero's death. Because if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner and had to endure unspeakable horrors that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. You know a lot about Yaniel. You a fan of hers or something? I suppose you could say that, Sheila chuckles. I've always felt an affinity with Yaniel. I know that it's not like... I know it's like... I know what it's like not to be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of Yaniel. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled from the world wound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who keep her memory alive, she is a hero. That's what counts. What's so special about it? Sheila frowns. Now, nothing, I guess. But the sword was legendary in its day. People say that when Yeniel held it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see Radiance's light from afar and take heart, rushing into the fray and winning. But I don't know what's wrong with it now, or how to restore it. How to restore its power. All I can sense is that they made a mockery of it. So when I played this, the tabletop version, I played a paladin. My brother was running the game, and it was he said that like we're gonna be dealing with demons and stuff, right? So I was like, okay, so a paladin would be really, really fucking useful, right? So I played a paladin, and I don't know if it's in this game or if my brother added it to the module, but at some point we had both Radiance and the Holy Avenger, and I dual wielded both of them, and I just absolutely destroyed. I ripped through every demon with ease, to the point where I got bored and I started to play. I started a new character because that character was just like, is too OP, and everybody else was kind of like, I feel like everyone else was getting a little jealous, so I stopped playing that character and I swapped to a different one. You're empathizing with an object? Extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sensitive in a way, yes. We're highly attuned to evil and everything wrought by demons. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin, I can tell you they did nothing good to it. Let's keep going. So I guess I didn't actually have to go in here. That was just to obtain Radiance. Wait, so... What, can I leave now? Like, there's nothing else to do. I don't understand. There's no other doors I didn't go through. I went through every single door. I don't see any doors I didn't go through. Like, they're all explored. But I can't leave.
I am helpful, am I not?
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. Like, was there like something over here that I was supposed to activate? Because this seems like the final room. Everything led here. We went through all the side rooms. Like, I left no stone unturned, so I don't know what the fuck's happening here. I guess Google again. Oh. I apparently messed a door. I thought I left no stone unturned, but it turned out, if the camera is turned a certain way, you don't realize that you're missing a door.
What do we have here? Well, I am helpful, am I not? The spirits demand your blood! Approaching!
The light, take you!
So that wasn't a boss fight. I'm like so prepared for a boss
A
fight.
goat, a lizard, and a human enter a tavern. What'll it be, Lan? The bartender asks.
That is not far.
Oh, I can camp. That will be very helpful. Oh, they've changed it. I'm not gonna read that. I think that's just side dialogue. The other game actually voice acted these. They got incredibly annoying.
In due time.
Should probably save after that. Oh, wow. Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals. Pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. But I, your master, Sebabala, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger. Starvelings of the dark, submit to me. No, we are true descendants of crusaders. Trusting a demon would be betrayable of their memory. Well, who's next, descendants of Crusaders? Who values old legends more than their lives? Beasts, monsters of human disguise, reveal your true nature. That this is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground Crusaders. Eat the flesh of the Crusader from above. Find your true strength. Oh my. This ain't good. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with each step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees, one after the other, crawl to the Aasimars' body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. Metallic tang awakens hunger in you. Hunger turns into rage. This winged filth dares to try and bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat, untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! I just need to double check the paths here. Okay. So seize the hidden light within me. Alright, I'll hydrate, jeez. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization: you can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, and enveloping the mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Lucilla points at you. She's already wounded. Windeleg, kill. Windeleg silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Lucilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose where it doesn't belong.
Save the last one for me.
But I liked her.
You are today's sacrifice.
This will hurt.
Endure this!
Switch to the heavenly light.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Almighty Sava Malek, demons protect your mistress. I missed the last part of that because I stumbled on the name.
Victory is certain. A calculated risk.
Make every strike count.
Go for their hearts.
This should do it. I'm wounded. try this way. This was not part of the plan.
I'll cut you wide open.
Well, are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
Oof.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
The bleeding deep wound in your chest is gone, like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unharmed, and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If she had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this Uplander, and judging by the smell of the blood pouring from her chest, the demons will be able to find her wherever she goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
So you've been serving Sava Melek this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neithers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Why didn't you try to stop us from going inside the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Sava Melek is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplander showed up and I had to change my plans.
Wow. She's really fucking evil. So you went to the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live, and gain the power to change everything. Sava Malak tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
Yeah, I just gotta stay stronger. It's not. Look, I got Excalibur. I'm good.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
Oh, wow, dang. They fucked.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
What did your service to Hosilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathom. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
Interesting.
You sicken me.
Join me.
No. You need idiots like Lan. Do-gooders like that nice lady in her nice armor. It makes you weak. And I don't follow weak people.
The lady in the nice armor already beat you down once. And she'll do it again. You can be sure of that.
I understand why you're with them. First, you went along with Lan, a fool and a dreamer, by showing Sol the light of heaven. Then you interrupted the ritual with your so-called holy light, not even considering what that would lead to. Weak-willed fools always flock together.
Oh, so you think we're weak, Wenduog? Tell me, which of us is crawling in the dirt right now? Sucking up to strong people hasn't turned you into a conqueror. It's turned you into a pathetic piece of trash.
The final gong hasn't struck yet,
Dang.
Lan. But when it does, you'll regret being such a gullible fool.
If I chose the path of the demon, it probably would have she probably would have went with me. If she can't be with me, then she cannot be allowed to live. I am sorry.
You're all bark and no bite. Farewell, Uplander. Next time I won't spare you.
Wait, what? Okay. Bullshit.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Just found out that the woman he thought he loved was a complete another monster. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, she totally just went like, nope. I roll a nat 20. Chief still appears, flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored, and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What? Antevia gives a low whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Hull Run isn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened and sent a patrol down here, damn it. Horgus's lip curls in distaste, and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. How could you miss a nest of demons underneath Kenabris? Yeah, right. Like it wasn't enough that I was sniffed. That I sniffed every other damn shadow in the city. Everyone knows stories about demons living underneath the streets of Kenabris. Those tales are as old as the Crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistakes, so thanks. How's the leg? Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. Worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. This place must be burned with holy flame. This place is overrun with demons, but it's not the worst part. Windueg, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, strong mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. We might still be able to save these ones. They can't get any stupider, that's for sure, but they won't. They might be meaner than they were before, but I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. So laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. Ah, Lan, we don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. He gives a ragged sigh. Windueg, how could she? She deceived them, and she left. What's become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone, and the traitor has been dealt with. All's well that ends well, I say. It's time to get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my choice to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Soul heaves a sigh. You never were one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things. Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is the way out? Beats me, but those beasts got down here somehow. Lan searches Hustle's body and shows some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Antevia's eyes quickly skim over the letter and she passes it to you. Oh God. I'm not gonna read that. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information on the cults of the city. Their meeting places, passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever's in charge of Tenebris right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. I mean, is there a fucking point? Like, is Tenebris even left? I assume because it's an option. Like, it's something that it's Tenebris is probably okay, but still, that doesn't feel right. I was gonna rest right here after I loot. Rest.
Oh, light of the sword, Iomade, forgive me my sins, and...
Well, those lines were voiced. So that is the only path. The illusion of choice. I like how they added this as a little thing, because
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabris are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
In Kingmaker, there's an island pretty early in the game where, you know, they encourage you to go, and then you go there and it's filled with will-o-wisps, and they kick your fucking ass, because if you don't know that the only way to hurt them is with a magic missile, then you're going to fucking, you're gonna hate your life going there, because it's just death awaits you there, especially if you have no wizards or nobody with magic missile. It's like no fucking point. Oh, god dang it. I'm not dropping the breastplate. The breastplate's worth a fuck ton. Super brutal. This dude. Oh, it's a girl. I think. It's either a girl or an emo boy. They're big, dang. Oh, it's a half-orc. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned in Iomade's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the past few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anivia. That was a bit jank.
By the goddess.
Oh.
Nebby, I'd almost lost all hope.
Did you see that? The fucking... Her body literally warped. It, like, stretched out. Like... That's a bug. That's a bug right there. I'll have to try and remember that so I can report that.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Representation, dang. Got ourselves a lesbian couple. And an interracial one at that.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canobras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of
there. Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
What is the target of this battle?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Ward Stone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Ward Stone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canobras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
I have important information about the location of a cultist den.
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
There's some mongrels underneath Canobras. This is land.
Most people in Canobras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
What's the situation in the city? Probably dire.
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canobras hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canobras.
What's the Ward Stone? Why is it so important?
The Ward Stones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Ward Stones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canobras Obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss.
How did the Ward Stone end up here?
The demons have long laid siege to Canobras, but this time, their Lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the Ward Stone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the Ward Stone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The Ward Stone should have burned his filthy hide!
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
Let's not waste any time. To battle!
That's the spirit! You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
That stupid locust. I'm not prepared for this.
You hear label breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Horgus is holding his rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canobris can be said to be safe right now.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Ioma Day! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
Okay. Oh, those are actually worth quite a bit.
Do not waver!
Oh, there's so much stuff. Dang it. I can't carry it. I'm gonna leave it behind.
I hope you appreciate this.
Hey, I know you. You're one of those cultists. So you're one of those cultists. How's it going, pal? Want to join? Your lot will all be dead soon, but we'll all be alive. I can't. Come on, leave those losers. The crusade is over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. Here goes nothing. All hail Bahamut. Or Baphomet. I missed what they said.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
The pain when we can't loot, right? It's the worst fucking thing.
This will hurt.
The one thing we want more than anything. I am gonna still like look at what they drop because they might have dropped something really, really good.
We will win this war.
Ready for anything.
I guess there's no turning back. It's like everything's falling apart behind us. Oh, what the fuck is that?
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
What? Staunton? Oh.
Mirago. You again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face? Staunton, do you know this demon?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
What's Dresden? Was that a city? Oh, yeah, it's a city fortress.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, no, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Wow. A lot more characterization in this game than the last one.
The heartbeat quickens.
That guy seemed pretty random.
Your pain is my pleasure.
This will leave a bruise.
Oh. It doesn't work with mage armor. Bah. Bullshit. That's how it works in the game.
The mongrel did.
Oh. Wow. Not what I thought it was. As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken, your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Surprisingly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, crackling. threatening voices, pleading for help, shrieking curses and taunts. You blink and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious wardstone. Well, what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Wow.
Sounds terrifying. Except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
Dark.
So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
What are you doing to the stone?
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
Succumb to rage? No. We'll stop you, demon. Attack!
We will be victorious!
Now you use this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
A calculated risk.
This is not my time.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell, and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull. You'll pay for this, demon scum. You will pay dearly.
Powerless rage. I love it. Threaten me more.
The roar of voices blends in an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark.
Enemy approaching. This should do it.
You won't survive me.
Here I was thinking that like the fight was gonna resume, even though it clearly was ended. But
Praise Iomedae, you woke up. Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you.
okay. What happened?
Sadly, no.
Oh, I misclicked. I asked if we won.
We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
I found a cultist dispatch in the dungeons. It seems they're holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canobras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
What's the situation in the city? I already asked that. What do we do next?
You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canobras, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomedae's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss.
Can I help you in any way?
First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone.
Interesting.
Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the Prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing. The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canobras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela,
Aldori.
and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Aldori is one of the houses from Kingmaker. I think that's the one that that sponsors you at the start.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canobras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Anevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Tell me there's a vendor here. I have so much I need to sell. Survivor. Can I sell stuff to him? Oh, god damn it. Hey, wait, mind if I bend your ear on about something? Nevia is outside your door, leaning casually against the shelf. So here's the first and the most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission, I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out there on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Everything seems clear so far. What do you want to discuss? So the rift that damn beetle left with his scythe. Yeah, it cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in the market square. Not that any of them tried to make sure, but if you got a mind to go across, and I think you're gonna have to eventually, you might want to give the square a once-over. Thank you for the warning. I'll see you later. Can I sell to him? Show me what you have? I can sell! Ooh. Oh, Radiance! Neat. Sell it. No, I should keep it. I'll keep the rapiers in case I get finesse. Ah, it weighs so much. I'm keeping it still. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Who does? Another vendor? Tall, athletic man greets you. His hair is prematurely gray and shorn close to his head in a military style. He is lean and well-groomed, and a monocle twinkles coldly in his eye. A monocle? I don't see a monocle in his portrait. The bold set of his jaw and his large but agile frame attest that here is a man who is always ready to be on the move. Greetings, I am Hillor, venture captain of the Pathfinder Society. I'm the superior officer of among the Pathfinders in this region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now, besides me. There is almost no Pathfinders here, actually. I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with a demon worshiper known as the Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone without any support from the Society, but I have a lot of acquaintances along the way of local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good fighters. So basically this allows me to hire a custom follower. So I can make like a custom follower to we need good training. Oh, neat. Oh, retrain. Okay. So yeah, if I talk to him, 2,000 gold to get a follower, a custom follower. So yeah, that's a lot of money. I've got almost 6,000. That's a lot, but I don't want to waste all of it on that. Should talk to Staunton. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel. One of those high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but whose empty, lightless windows still make it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison, named Staunton Vane. If you heard rumors about me, his face, which looks like it has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know, everything people say about me is true. Make your own party? Yeah. I mean, I want to make at least a few. I might do one. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself a storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The storyteller, Staunton strokes his beard in thought. A strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort. He just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far from me as possible. But later, I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too. So if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. I know one place he might be. Look for him in Blackwing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved that place. He would sit there day and night. Have to go. Alright, I'll make one NPC. Is my character running around in a fucking circle? She was. I saw a little icon just swirling over there. Alright, let's make a new boy. Or girl. I'm still deciding. Or it's crashing. Okay. Obviously, we're gonna go custom. And I'm going to... I have an art that I could use. One moment while I boot everything up so I can edit the picture. Alright. You guys ready? Ready for the reveal? The new character that's gonna be following us? It's Dracula! Yeah! What to make him? Yeah. Oh, the art, by the way, is from the artist, Naran Batar, from, Art Station. And that's how you spell that. So I'll go Magus. Eldritch Scion. Dampier, obviously. Wow. I still have to fix the sound alerts. Don't worry, I set it for it. I set it. So you don't have to worry. What is what's the primary stat of a Magus? Intelligence? Okay, so is there an intelligence? Intelligence dexterity at the cost of wisdom. So he is noble. Here's the thing, he is noble, so I guess I'll make him a leader. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, because... Okay. So I need dexterity... Charisma. There we go. It's not worth it to drop everything down. Alright, good night. Glad you had a good time. Weapon finesse. Undead bloodline. Magic missile. And shield. Yeah, you're probably a fan of Asmodeus. I'll make him lawful neutral. Wait, no facial hair? The fuck? What the hell? That's bullshit.
We do it my way. Get it off me.
Defeat is not.
I won't give up.
My skills. We'll win this.
Does anyone require my counsel?
Ah, entertainment.
I didn't even.
I am superior!
I feel faint.
You're done for.
Together we stand.
So many thoughts. Their life ends here. This will hurt.
I'm just gonna give him no voice. None of those match. You know what? Maybe I won't do Dracula. I'm thinking about it. Or you know what? I will do Dracula. But I'm not gonna do a Magus. Because I don't need a Magus. I need a Barbarian. I can make him an armored barbarian so he wears armor. Maybe a Blood Rager. No. I'm gonna go with the armored Hulk. Keep everything the same. That I can give him, there's like a racial one that lets him like drink blood, I think. Somewhere in here. Blood drinker, there it is. And everything else remains normal. So weirdly, he's not allowed to have facial hair. Really strange. Yeah. I'll go Damon, I think. And he can wear that for now, because there's nothing better. Should I have her wield Radiance? Or, hear me out, I can wield Radiance. I won't get any of the cool shit from it, but I'm wielding Radiance. I'm proficient. At least. Anyway. That is where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all had a great night. And I will see you all next time. Bye.